It's always nice to have a few extra minutes that we weren't planning on. It can help us relax a little bit. All of a sudden we have this unexpected time. And we can let go of that idea of rushing and hurrying. So once you get comfortable in your seat, this week I'm continuing with my right leg forward, and next week I'll change it up to the left leg forward. I'm more comfortable with the left leg in front. So whichever leg is more uncomfortable you could go with, but this week we've been working on the right. So right leg in front. We're going to take, I'm having right and left issues too. Left hand up, right arm out, and we're going to make the live long and prosper sign with the hands. Well, with the lifted arm. Try to get those elbows out straight. I think you both have done this with me before. So I'm going to set the timer. We're going to catch both sides. The idea is to get the elbows straight and the arm that's lifted to the sky as close to the ear as possible, but without straining. So if yours out here and you're bent, that's okay. Right? You got to work with where you're at. And same with the one that's out from the shoulder. Work to extend through the fingers. But by work, just feel how you can lengthen your bones away from one another. Don't put so much effort that you start trembling and shaking. Just enough to hold your arms up. And then allow yourself to sit heavy into your sit bones and lengthen your spine. Stay relaxed in your neck. And then become aware of your breath. I became aware that my legs were trying to help hold me up. So I had to relax into my hips, my sit bones, and my tailbone. Pulling slightly back with the neck and the back of the head. So that the spine lengthens completely over itself. And then we breathe in deeply. And we breathe out slowly. And we start to control not only the depth of the inhale, the length of the exhale. Notice how the inhale helps us lift. The exhale, we get a little lower. And as you breathe into your full body, all the way from fingertip, top of the head, the body, the spine. If you can start to lengthen the exhale by emptying all the way out. This posture is said to relieve the body, all of them, the spiritual body, the physical body, and the emotional body. A lot of discomfort, pain, and struggling. And the liberation, the freedom we get, mind, body, and soul, is a special gift. To receive that, we want to work our way up to holding this pose 11 minutes a day for 40 days. We would become unbelievably strong by sitting and breathing in this manner. And very relaxed. Let go of the struggle. Surrender to what is. Go with expectation. So you can identify yourself with the truth. These aren't easy tasks. In our modern world full of veils, coverings, curtains, blinds. So we decide how many layers we want to peel away. while we want to work at it. And the switch side timer. So if your arms needed a break, give them one, shake them out. Mine got to come down because I get to change the timer. And some of the things I've realized in my yoga practice is that going slow means sitting still and holding things to feel the flow. So on this side, really tap into your breathing. Feel the full inhalation and the full exhalation. Keeping the shoulders soft and down. Relax into the hips. Start to engage the navel, your belly button. Every time you exhale, pull in and slightly up. Not forcefully, but with enough energy to help empty out the belly. Boy, has my belly been being treated kind over this time at home. I love to cook. I love to eat. Doing a lot of cooking and eating. Today, in between cleaning the garage and rearranging the furniture in the family room, I'm excited to make a cake. Breathe in. Tensing up and away. Second side gets really hard, so if you need to shake it out or let something down and then come back at it, give yourself permission to do that. If you can breathe through that sensation, surrender into the discomfort and accept it, you will move through it. Go to those blocks that we have internally requires doing work. Not all of it is motion. Remember, the inhales are helping us lift and the exhales are helping us lower. Usually the second side goes by quicker, but this time it seems like it's taking forever. How does it feel for you? Just breathe. Relax. We're almost done with this hold. So last 4 to 5 breaths. Knowing that the end is near. What can you do with it? You want to do it. And then we are. Catch the chin. Save your arms. Yesterday it felt really good just to bring the palms together and push. Let that energy move from finger to finger all the way out to the elbows. Sitting tall through the spine and bowing the chin in so you can set your personal intention. And then make your way through some cat-cows. So you could come to tabletop and hands and knees it in cat-cows, or tonight I'm going to go for some seated ones, so hands to the knees. And the cat first. Oh, I just needed to reach back with my spine. Right, so let your cat-cows begin to flow. Maybe you linger a breath or two in each pose. So the inhale, you could hang out here for a breath or two. And then the exhale, same thing. And once you feel that fluidity moving, let the breath and the movement link. See how long you can make the movements. See how deep you can make your breath. Now add some C shapes in. Curving your spine side to side. If you're seated, add in some barrel rolls with your chest, big or little. And if you're on hands and knees, roll your hips around side to side, make a big circle with them. And then just change direction, adding in some simple but effective movements to wake up all those nooks and crannies that get tight from day-to-day living. Now that we've got some basic breath and movement linked together, we're going to make our way to downward facing dog. Please know that you can pass through child's pose or any restorative pose during your practice that you need to. Because I'm teaching from my mat, I often forget to offer that. And I'm rarely likely to take it while I'm teaching. Please don't follow the same rule for yourself. If you need one, add it in. And so down dog has become one of my new favorite poses. Right? We all go through phases where some poses we love, and then we don't love them anymore. So if you're in love with down dog like I am, good. Make all your favorite adjustments. And then make the ones that the teacher says you don't really like, so make those. And then push the ground away with your hands and your feet. Let your armpits cup in. Pull your shoulders into their sockets and lift your hips to the space where the wall and the ceiling meet. Roll the heels down into the ground and engage the fronts of your legs. Pull your navel in, belly button to spine. And a nice tuck of the chin here. We get a good chin lock or Jalandhara Bandha engagement, where you can control the amount of air flowing back and forth. One more. On your next inhale, lift your gaze and slowly begin to walk, hop, or float your feet up between your hands. Take the inhale when you get there to lift your gaze. Take your half lift. And this one sometimes feels really good. So if you're hanging out here for another breath or two and your half lift, hang out here. If you want to hang out in the forward fold instead, round yourself over your legs. One more big breath. Softness behind the knees. Push into the big toe mounds as you ripple yourself up through standing, reaching arms and gaze overhead. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, dive right back in. Inhale, half lift, prepare. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, let's hold here. You can drop your knees down, so if your knees are behind your hips, you're in high plank with your knees down. If your knees are under your hips, you're pushing the ground away, you're in high table, because you're pushing the spine up, so it's high. So I'm not sure which one feels right for you tonight. Remember, we're here to get strong in our high planks. Soft bend in the elbows so we're not locking out the energy flow. Belly pulls into spine, hips to heels. Take one more big breath. Really push the ground away with all 10 fingertips. And then your choice, either take your chaturanga or push back to down dog. Inhale for up dog after your chaturanga. That is tight tonight. And then take a breath or two there. Maybe you want to peek over each shoulder. And sometimes it's important to work on form. Other days it's important to work on function. And then other days we need to work on both. As you lift your hips up, pull back with your belly button. Push, push, push. So that we strengthen our low back. Good. Let's warm up with some simple sun A's. I'm going to add in a few things each time, and then we'll take one on our own. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, walk, hop, or float your feet up between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, rise through standing. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a side bend to the right. Stretch out your side body. What would you like to do with your hands? I have mine interlaced and bound today, but you could have one down your back, or down your leg, or wrap behind your back. Remind you to keep your hips moving forward. One more breath in your side bend. You could even pick up a foot if you wanted, and then come up and take it over to the other side for about 5 breaths, maybe 10. Equal weight in both feet. Lifting up and out of the hips. The gaze can be down, forward, or up. Really push into the feet like you push into your hands when you're in down dog. Feel the ground being pushed away. Inhale, come back up through center. Grab a standing back bend. So let go of the bind so the arms can stay by the ears. And push your hips forward so that we get a nice big stretch and lengthen. One more big breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank or high table. Adding on here. So if your knees are down, that's awesome. You're going to have more support and you can work the breath. Okay? Right knee in underneath. Take it out long. Right knee in underneath. Take it out long. So you can do that in high plank or table. 5 is what I'm looking for. And you do as many as you can on each leg. So don't forget to catch it up on the second side. I can always feel my hips lifting as I get tired doing these. And then your choice to vinyasa or not. And when you get to your up dog, do you want to hang out there for a few breaths tonight? Or do you want to do that in your down dog? I've got one last ditty to add in, and then we'll take a couple rounds on our own to get ourselves nice and warmed up for a nice slow flow. Cup the armpits, spike the hips, engage the belly. Inhale, up to your toes. Walk, hop, or float your feet up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet together, bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale the arms up, Utkatasana, fierce pose. So we want the knees over the heels, the hips reaching back, but then tucking under. So using your belly button, your Uddiyana Bandha, so pull in, and it's going to help rotate the pelvis under. Prayer twist or T-twist to the right. So if you just ate a big piece of cake, it might be better to go for the T-twist than the prayer twist. But either way, we want to make sure we keep the knees together or in line. Try to sit the hips down and back. And how much of your arm can you twist? One more breath. It's our first time in the twist, so we're going to hold it just long enough to feel that intensity building. Take it up through center, and then T-twist or prayer twist to the other side. 5 full breaths on this side. So we're stretching across the side body and through the shoulders. Push into the heels, then the big toes. Squeeze the inner thighs. Try to get thumbs in front of your chest. Inhale back through center. And then stand tall. Side bend to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back through center. Take it into a standing back bend. I'm going to suggest 3 breaths tonight. But you take as many as you think you need. On our forward fold, we're only coming halfway down, so exhale halfway down. Arms in T, grounded airplane. A soft bend in the knees, and then inhale, pick the heels up. Exhale, put the heels down. Inhale, pick them up. Exhale, put them down. Inhale, pick them up and see if you can hold the heels up. If not, put them down. There's more than one way to be wobbly. Yoga sure teaches that, for sure. One more big breath. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back, high plank. Nose to knee, right side 5 times. Support yourself if you need to. Keep your hips low. And don't get caught up in the number. It's the breath that's important. So make sure you finish the exhale. And each one of those crunches. When you take your weight into your hands for chaturanga and then up dog, I'll see you in down dog. Now, if you've gotten all the pieces figured out, you can take off without me. I'm going to take us through one more time as a group. Inhale, lift your gaze. Step or hop forward. Float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Drop it to the hips. Inhale, hands up. T-twist or prayer twist to the right. Go flying if you want to put your hands on the ground. Side throw is right there for you. Inhale back through center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale back through center. Stand tall. Side bend right. Side bend left. Back bend. Halfway down. 3 to 6 breaths. So 3 heel raises, but make them meet your breath. And there are days when balance doesn't work, so if that doesn't, keep grounded and work on extending. Hands come down, step back, 10 breaths in a high plank or high table. Knee curls in, leg lengthens. Keep the hips low. And when you get to down dog, if you want one more round, you're going to take it on your own. And if you're ready to take a break, you'll just take a break in child pose or heroes, a meditative seat. Otherwise, give yourself another minute or two to work this one out. I'll get out of your ears. You're finishing up your flow. You gotta go to my closer. Finish up your flow. You can either in child pose or down dog. You're gonna take 5 breaths from there. So no worries, no hurries. If you're flowing, finish it out. If you're resting, 5 more breaths. Sitting in hero pose on your heels is a really great way to help boost your digestive system. So if you get bored with child poses, your resting pose, you can always change it up a little. So hopefully our warm-up flow is just that. Get this a little warmed up and ready to go. You're going to slowly make your way to forward facing dog. Walk it out if you would by bending a knee. Bring it back through neutral. Inhale, pick your red leg up. Push out through the heel and down with the hips. So let's square the hips off first. Bring the thighs slightly together so our leg is more in alignment where it should be. And then push out through the heel as you push into your hands at the same time. Shoulders engaged, roll the armpits in. And now stack the hips. Long-winded way to get us there, but working on those fine-tuning tweaks in the body. Bend the knee and point the knee at the ceiling. If yours isn't pointing at the ceiling yet, that's okay. We're going to keep working on rotating the hips because we're going to stack the hips, but notice this right shoulder wants to do that too. Can you keep yours square and still twist? Can you keep equal weight in your hands and let your shoulders stack and still twist? Just notice those differences. As you exhale, you're going to bring your nose and knee together underneath. You can plank it out because we have lots of practice with that. And then set the foot down between your hands. Help it if it needs help. Left hand stays planted. Inhale the right hand up, dragonfly twist. Take a great big breath to rotate the shoulders. Thumb stays over your nose. Try not to wing the arm out. And to wing the arm out, we rotate the chest, not the arm. One more breath, just so you know what you're feeling, so that you don't overstrain an area of the body. We're going to look down and windmill ourselves up to warrior B on the left, so facing the back of your mat. So look down, inhale, come on up. It's a slow and steady maneuver. Wobbly, so if you didn't nail it on the first time, smile. Sometimes it takes a couple tries before we get it just right. Square the hips, open them, arms and T, sitting. Strong belly as you lift up through the sternum and reach out through the fingertips. Love holding this pose through your back foot. Not because it's easy, but because I can feel all those little places my body's trying to make it, air quote, easier, instead of just doing the work that will eventually create ease. You're going to reach it forward for extended side angle. So you can bring your forearm to your thigh or your hand to the floor or to a block. And in the days before that, we would just kind of cupcake our fingers and reach to the level that you could reach. Let the hips move forward as we extend. In this extended side angle, we're literally opening up the hips and shoulders for a bunch of binds and balances. It doesn't matter if we ever get them or not. The pose itself is wonderful. Come all the way back up to warrior 2. And then reversing. So all that side body stretch, preparing us for these deeper ones. Reach up and grab your wrists. And then pull away with your wrists. So maybe your fingertips are wrist over. So we're working on stretching the arms away from the body. Stay relaxed. So don't get all squishy trying to do it. Stay soft. One more big breath. And as you come up out of this, we're going to superstar to the middle. And then tiger lunge to the left. Give it a breath. And then another. And then another. Pick it up and take it to the right. Sink in for 3 full rounds of breath. There are all kinds of arm binds and balances. Tiger lunge itself is a lot of work. If you're working on full splits, this is a great place to add it in. We're going to come into lightning bolt facing the front of the mat. So if you can do it without your hands, do that. Give it a try. If you need your hands, the front of the mat, up there. So we're going to pick ourselves up to the ball of the back foot and reach the arms out in front. Now the temptation is to dump our thigh, our belly on our thigh and not do the work. And it's to make sure you're hovering. Pull your shoulders into place. If the arms are open, you can interlace the fingers and reach. Keep the biceps by the ears though. Sacrifice one pose for another. One more big breath. And then the hands come down. Step back and take your vinyasa. When you get to down dog, we're picking the left leg up. Keep the hips square. Give yourself a few breaths. So we're not rushing this side, even though the brain knows where we're going. And we might be a little anxious to get going. Stack the hips. Square the shoulders. Rotate from the waistline. Bend the knee and point it at the ceiling and let your psoas hang open. Stretch your belly. If you're not there yet, breathe. Keep trying to reach the knees to the ceiling. We get there when the body's ready.
Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I
one more
just
breath.
take some time to
Then we
get
step
away.
into dragonfly twist. Nice, slow, controlled transition as you pull the knee underneath, step the foot down, and then lift the left arm up. Gaze goes next. Level the hips, and then sink.
Is there something I could take?
Push the ground away.
To go away.
Look up and find your thumb.
And they always seem to fail.
And then twist a little more.
I'm crazy. Don't tell me I'm crazy. I just need to find another way.
One more breath, and then pick it up with pinwheel all the way to the back of the mat. Lower your feet. Look down for stability. Come on up. Give it a run. Take a moment to set your warrior. Breath. Push your feet into the mat. Sink the hip. The breath will lengthen the spine. Nice up the shoulders. Extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Right hands to floor. The idea is that we open up and extend the side body. Not with our hand reach. Let you stretch from your pinky finger to your pinky toe. Down for stability. Inhale, come on up. And we'll reverse it. Grab for your wrists. Make your own halo. Think nice and low in the lunge. Keep your belly curved. Go back to warrior two. Lift it up for superstar. Adding in a standing back bend here to lift your heart up. And then neutralize the tiger lunge and put the right knee. So 3 breaths in case you're working on something fancy. Or that would be 6 tiger lunges side to side if your energy level is there today. See if you can transition as low to the ground as possible. Using not only inner thigh flexibility, but strength. Here we turn it into lightning bolt facing the front. Taking a few breaths in each pose gives us this chance to really bust into the toes and not worry about what it's supposed to look like. Hands down, step back, and Vinyasa time. Let's put it all together and add in a few things if you'd like. Pick your right leg up. Bend, twist open. If you like to flip your dog over, you could come into a pretty big back bend here. We're going to step into dragonfly twist, so bring the right foot all the way up and reach the right arm up into the sky. Take a breath to sink this pose. Sometimes it becomes a blow-by pose. Pull your B to the back of your mat. Extended side angle. Now if you bind, you add in a bind here. If you're working on compass pose, you add in compass. I'm working on keeping my hips low. Reverse it. Grab for your wrist. What does it feel like when you switch them up? Don't forget to stay active in your back leg. 1 and 2 to neutralize. Superstar to a back bend. Tiger lunge into the left knee. Tiger lunge to the right knee. Lightning bolt to the front. And this is where you could add out again if you'd like. You could come into standing split or handstand here. Or side out plank. Otherwise, I'm keeping it simple tonight. I'm stepping back and taking a vinyasa. Left leg with me unless you got this figured out. It'll take a couple minutes to flow. Left leg goes up. Then twist open. Flip it, you're flipping. Crescent, excuse me, dragonfly twist on the way back. Pay attention to the transitions and let go of those struggles. Identify with your own truth. Warrior two to the back of the mat. And if there's a pose where you're working something good out, stick with it. Stand side angle. You can work out a bind or compass. Or hell, just extended side angle because it's tough. A lot happening in this pose. Reverse it. Grab for the wrist. Superstar with the back bends. Tiger lunge with the right knee. Tiger lunge to your right. Then lightning bolt facing the front. And you get one more time on each side if you'd like. A couple minutes to pull this out. If you want to take a rest, it's okay too. Take a rest. Always come back and do it and lay down.
Invincible.
finish your flowing.
Burning bright in the night sky, we could get lost in this moment, coming alive in the nighttime. Then oh, close your eyes, let it all go, body and mind, burning bright in the dark sky.
And to come back to your breath. If you're flowing, make sure you haven't lost that connection to your breath. When you get to your seat, it's like I could always tell, like I ate right before, I had a snack right before class, and it's very difficult to control the bandhas, the belly, the low belly. Notice your breath. Reconnect to that strong seat. Let your hands come to the backs of the knees, palms open. Ring or first finger and thumb come together to create Jnana Mudra. Grounding you in knowledge. 3 more really strong, deep breaths in this. We're going to place the hands back behind us. Fingers are spacing away. And then plant the feet in back in front of the hips. We're moving into some reverse table action. Just over for strengthening our backs and bellies. So if yours is weak, you're not going to like this at first, but you're going to get strong really quickly. So push it to the feet, push it to the hands, and then ripple up to the ceiling, belly up. And then pull the shoulder blades away from each other. You push the ground away, really support yourself with strong shoulders. So we're opening the sternum on the front body. Push into the heel and the big toe mound. And lift with your thighs. Try not to squeeze your bum. Take one more great big breath, lift it. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your hips towards your heels. Take 5. Inhale, lift the hips back up. See if you can pick your right leg up as well. Maybe you can lift it right up to the sky and keep the hips up. Maybe no weight today, and that's okay. We're working on getting strong in some weak areas and getting flexible in tight spots. So crossing that ankle over your left thigh when you're ready. And then we're going to drop the hips down and back towards our wrists. And then pull them back towards our heels. And we're just going to go back and forth. If yours can go all the way back between your wrists, great. One more time. And the next time your hip comes towards your heel, set it down. Now you might be in the most perfect position for your seated pigeon. So you could stay right here. If you need more, you're going to walk yourself forward and maybe go for the binds under the thigh or over the shin as you lengthen your spine. So we want to be straight in the back. Shoulders down, chest up. Working the knee over the hip and the chest and the shin towards each other. They don't have to get there. Now, if you're here and you've got a good sensation going on, perfect. Stay here. Not much is happening here for you. We're going to take it into another pose. Practice prep for Dvipada. So you're going to let the left knee fall out as you grab your right foot with your left hand. And you can try this
and go back to pigeon if you don't like it. And then we try to pull the knee back to get the hip backwards behind us, as far as we can get the femur bone to rotate. And then we round the spine as you try and push gently the foot behind you. And it happens from the hip, not the knee or the ankle. So if it isn't there yet, focus on where in the hip that you're tight. Now if you tried that and you were like, where's my pigeon? Come back to pigeon. If you tried that and you were like, that is the stretch I've been looking for a long time, chill out there for about 3 more breaths. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders, relax your cheeks. Reaching, if you're tied behind your head, come back to pigeon. We're going to reach for our foot, our ankle, or our shin, or wherever you grab, and we're going to extend for a nice hamstring stretch. We're working on really lengthening the heart up. And just breathe, pulling your knee and nose towards one another. But kindly, let's try to pull ourselves apart. Trying to put ourselves back together. And slowly release that foot down to the earth. Bring your hands back behind you. Inhale, lift the hips up, reverse sleep. Push the ground away with your hands. Stabilize your chest. And push with your feet, lift with your hips. And clench your butt cheeks. And push into your right foot and lift your left. Keep the hips lifted. Keep your breath strong. This is hard work. I'm the only one who can do it. One more full round of breath. And then we cross the ankle over the thigh. And we ride back and forth. Hips to heel. Hips to wrist. 3 to 5 times. And then it's going to be a solid 10 breaths in either pigeon or trying to get your foot behind your head in dragonfly. I'll let you go exploring on this side. I'm pretty sure you got it figured out. So, we're working on the pigeon. Get it straight here. Maybe you try getting your foot behind your head on the other side. Five more really big breaths. Make them your longest, deepest breaths yet. Where can you relax just a little bit? You have to release out of this the way we got into it. I think you have 1, maybe 2 more breaths left. Grab your foot behind your head, release back to pigeon. And then we're going to come back out through reverse table. See if you can give yourself 3 full rounds of breath in reverse table, however high yours goes. Finish the exhale to complete. Keep pushing the ground away with your hands and your feet. When you finish your third exhale, you're going to lower your hips to the heels again, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Lift the knees open. So you're going to grab for your feet. You can pull them in as close as you'd like. It's up to you on this one. We're going to be gently grabbing our big toes and moving on to our back. So if you like to come up through balancing, rock back onto your sit bones, grab your big toes, and you can bring the legs out in front together or out wide. I'm working on together right now. But you work on the part that's working best for you. And if holding on behind the calves or the thighs is what works for your body, that's what you do. 2 more big breaths, and then we're going to rock onto our back. So when you do, round in and take your toes as far up and over as yours are willing to go. So if you don't make it all the way into shoulder stand, candlestick is perfect. If you make it all the way through through candlestick to plow into shoulder stand, great. We're going to take 3 more breaths. So you're either in candlestick, plow, or shoulder stand. Well, we're all going to end up on our backs with our feet up in candlestick anyway. So if you're not there, slowly begin to return your hips to the ground. So if you're tight in the hamstrings, now you're probably going to bend your knees. Maybe you keep yours on the ground, your feet on the ground. So I don't have tight hamstrings, so I'm not sure how this one's going to help you. Okay? If you don't have tight hamstrings, legs are straight, heels are up, and we're going to take the hands next to our hips to start, and we're going to reach our feet straight up toward the ceiling. Then you're going to want to use your hands to help. So do that a couple times. Right? And then maybe you notice you can use your hands and you can lift all the way up in your shoulders. And then you roll all the way down. And then let's try lowering our heels to the floor. Inhale and back up to the ceiling and lift. Exhale all the way down, heels to the floor. Inhale, feet to the ceiling. 5 more. And if these just aren't working for you, you can do leg lifts. 1 leg, and then the other, and then try both. Be patient with your body. Every day is different. Yesterday, those were so easy for me, I had to take my hands overhead. Today, I definitely feel weighted from that cake. When you finish your magic number, you're going to hug your knees into your chest and rock around side to side. Massage it out a little bit. Now we're going to hug the right knee into the chest and let the left leg go out long. Try to pull the knee in towards the center line. And then bring the hands behind the head and release the fingers. Elbows out wide. As you exhale, bring our nose to our knee and then our left shoulder. Back through center and lower. 5 more, maybe 10 more, just like that. Lift. Twist. Center. And down. So it's not so much the number as the activity. Lifting and the exhale and twisting. Rotating back through center on your inhale and lower. It's the slow, controlled movement. So much more effective. Fast, uncontrolled. And when you finish your magic number, you take the right leg all the way up to the sky and then slowly lower that heel down. And then bring the left knee into the chest. Really squeeze it in there. And then pull it to the center. I don't know if you do the same thing, but when I do this, my shoulders creep up and my neck arches. So really to do is put my shoulders back down and tuck my chin. Hands behind the head. Exhale, lift. Twist. Inhale, center. And lower.
Now we wait while we're in and out of mental states. I can't
Try to do the same number on this side.
watch the pain. It can find us both if it is never safe.
Everything in better is life. Everything in life is better when our core is strong. Yikes, those words aren't coming out. When you finish your magic number, stretch the left leg out and let it lower down to the right. Separate the legs and let the toes fall out. And then find the perfect resting spot for your arms. Let your head gently glide side to side until it lands where it just feels perfect. We'll take some time as a group to rest, and we'll complete our practice together. So I really like you to just pay attention to letting go. Let go of your breath control. Let go of muscular energy in your body.
So it can begin to move through your body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and bringing your tongue in your mouth and relaxing your jaw, and a gentle side to side motion with your chin. So you're ready to stretch from tip to toe and lengthen your body. Invite a cleansing breath to come through you. Maybe a couple of them. Releasing the exhale out through your mouth. That's up to you. You can hug your knees in and rock up to a seat, or you can stay on your back. But we're going to conclude our practice today by bringing hands to heart center and letting the thumbs come right up into our sternum. Let the chin bow in, so no rush to get here. Lengthening the spine and pulling slightly back with the neck. And shoulders rest. Engaging the belly slightly to keep our spine erect. And with a gratitude fill us up from top to bottom. We let it ooze out so we can use it when we're around others. And together we lift our chin and our chest and we let the light that's inside of us shine so brightly that others need to wear sunglasses to be around us. Let your light shine. Thank you for shining it on me tonight. Namaste.